Hey everybody, how you doing today? So, a lot of people have been, I've seen a lot of people talking about Tifa and Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, whatever the game is going to be called, right? What's her role going to be? What is going to be her importance? We all know her importance in OG Final Fantasy VII, right? We all know she is greatly responsible. She is responsible for fixing Cloud's mental fracture, right? She helps save his life, basically. So people are kind of curious about if that's going to stay intact this time, which I absolutely think it has to, right? That her importance is that, right? Saving Cloud's life. That is what she is there for. That is her role in the story, is to save Cloud's life so that he can defeat Sephiroth and help save the world. She helps save the world too. I'm not discounting her fighting prowess and all that, but her main function in the story is to save Cloud's life. And she's the one the whole time that kind of knows something's not right with Cloud. Even in Final Fantasy VII Remake, they show that she doesn't think Cloud's really all there at points, right? Like, she doesn't like contest him on issues or whatever, but you can kind of see in her facial expressions and kind of how she says right or something like that when she's responding to something Cloud says, that is there, that she's going to be the one that knows that the jig is up somehow with Cloud. There's something wrong. Now, what do I think her fate is going to be in Final Fantasy VII Remake? So I've seen a bunch of speculation online about where they think it's going, and I kind of agree with some of it. Now, I've not watched any of the videos or anything like that if people put them out, but I see people talking, of course, on Twitter, and people messaging me in my DMs on Twitter and all that kind of thing. Tifa has a huge fan base, no doubt, and people are wanting to know what's going to happen with her, right? Well, I have a couple of theories. Well, it's kind of one theory with a couple of components, basically. So for one, I think we definitely get her saving Cloud's life. I think that has to stay true to the story. I think that has to remain. There's no way you can take that out. Now, they might get there at a different point in the story. It might happen a little bit later. It might happen a little bit sooner, but I think it does happen still. It has to, right? Now, for that to happen, Tifa's got to be around, right? Tifa has to be alive for that to happen. Unless she were to talk to him through the live stream or something, but I don't think Tifa has that kind of power. I don't. I think once Tifa returns to the planet, she will return to the planet. I think that would just be it. Same with Barret and people like that. Aerith is an exception, of course. Sephiroth is an exception, of course. And like your OP characters are an exception to that. They seem to still retain their consciousness in some way. But I think what we're going to see is, I don't think something's going to happen with Aerith. I think something's going to happen with Tifa, right? I think something could happen with Tifa where we've already seen it teased. Like Sephiroth in that scene in the Shinra simulator showing the Cetra and everything, where it malfunctions, that shows the meteor approaching Midgar. And what happens? So, in my view, to understand this theory, you have to look at Barret and Tifa the way I look at Barret and Tifa. Barret and Tifa are kind of the mom and the dad of the group, right? Barret very much has strong dad vibes. They even make him a dad in the story, right? So he kind of vets people in a way. Like he kind of sits back and observes people. That's the part of Barret people don't understand. He's a hothead, and he can kind of go off a little bit here and there, but he does observe people. He's a great judge of character, Barret is. And like before they go up to the plate in Final Fantasy VII Remake, he's talking to Cloud. He's like, he's like kind of saying, yeah, you were kind of a punk, but that ain't really you, is it? Like they have that moment, right? So that is the moment where Cloud, or Barret, is kind of dadding on Cloud a little bit. He's kind of like, being like almost a father, showing his father figure role in the group. Now, if Barret is the father figure, then Tifa is easily the mother figure. Like she shows throughout the game and remake that she has like mother-like qualities about her. The way she helps Aerith when Aerith's having a hard time at the end of the train graveyard. She's like, hey, we're here for you. She's always the one who's like, hey, we're here for you. She's always watching out for the Avalanche members. She's always taking care of Marlene. She's taking care of Cloud. She's always taking care of everybody, right? And she's also a badass at the same time. So she's like kind of all these great characteristics rolled up into one. Now, back to the Shinra simulator thing. Sephiroth showed who he's going to go after this time. He showed Cloud who he's going after this time. He's not going after Aerith this time. He knows that didn't work every time. Now, Aerith might still die, and I think tragically, she probably should, just for her function. Unless they wanted to have like a Cetra. That's a story for another video. I haven't even thought that far ahead yet. But he's already shown Cloud who's going after. He dispatches Tifa, right? Now, we've already seen him try to kill Barret. He approached Barret in the president's office when everything was going crazy, right? When everything was going crazy and the S specimen, before he turned into Genova, that S specimen in the form of Sephiroth stabbed Barret. Barret was dead. Dead to rights. He was dead. The Whispers saved him because that wasn't supposed to happen. I feel like that was Sephiroth testing the waters of what the Whispers might do if he went against the predetermined path, right? I have a feeling that Sephiroth knew that the Whispers would correct that, but he still went after Barret anyway. Now, he's gonna go after Tifa. Sephiroth is going to go after Tifa, and he's going to try and kill her. He is going to try and kill Tifa. Now, I don't think it'll work. I don't think he'll be successful. I think he will gravely injure Tifa. I think he will stab her or something instead of going after Aerith. I don't know. Like, in my brain, it kind of plays out like a scene like Aerith's on. Now, before you all start hating, I still think Aerith's going to die. I think she's going to die in a different way, in a different place. I think they're going to surprise us with it. So hold your horses, okay? Hold your horses on this. Don't start breaking out the pitchforks and torches on me just yet. Right? I could see a scene where they're at the altar, right? And, Sephiroth's getting ready to come down like he did before. And Aerith is going to be prepared, because this affects Aerith too, right? This will affect Aerith too. He's coming down, and Aerith is almost like ready for it, because she knows what's about to happen, right? But he doesn't go after Aerith. He goes after Tifa. He stabs Tifa, just like he did Aerith on the altar. And she's gravely wounded, right? Now, I think the party would battle like a form of Genova here, right? Is it Genova Death they fight? I can't remember which version of Genova it is they fight there on the altar. But, they have the battle. I think Aerith could do something where she could keep Tifa from dying, right? Right there. Because you get stabbed in the gut, you can survive that. It is a mortal wound, but you can survive it, if you're tended to quickly enough. Aerith could use all of her power to heal her or something like that, but Tifa could be out for a while. That's still going to be enough to break Cloud. That will still be enough to break Cloud. So, I think Sephiroth will definitely go after Tifa. I don't think he'll be successful in killing her. I think he will come very close. Very close. But here's the thing. Cloud will still, lose it. Because he couldn't protect Tifa, right? And Aerith is going to kind of lose it too. Because she had been ready. Even though she says the thing about the steel sky at the end of Remake and that, fate no longer applies, I think she's still going to be ready to die. Because she's still going to think that Sephiroth has that in mind for her. Now, we know that the mocap actors for Aerith and Sephiroth have had scenes together. They filmed some scenes together. The actress came out and said that on Twitter, right? So there's going to be dialogue, right? I think there's going to be dialogue between Sephiroth and Aerith where he doesn't want her to know that his plan, he doesn't want her to know he's changed his plan to kill her. He's going to know, they're going to know each other, what's going on from the planet. They don't know each other personally, but they're going to know what's going on. I think the whole time until leading up to this, Sephiroth will keep Aerith thinking, deceiving her, that he's coming after her. He's like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. You don't know when I'm going to get you. You know? He won't say it like that. That would be funny if he said it like that, though, right? I'm going to get you, girl. I'm coming. I'm going to get you. But no, he's going to keep her guessing. Because if he wants to take out Tifa, now why would he want to take out Tifa, right? Because Tifa saves Cloud's life. She makes it so Cloud is not a puppet of Sephiroth anymore. Who would be the one person that Sephiroth, if he knew everything that happened, if he knows everything that's going to happen, who's the one person he wants to get rid of? Tifa Lockhart. He wants her off the board. Because if he wants to use Cloud for whatever he wants to use him for, guesses abound, right? Guesses abound. Your guess is as good as mine on that. I've got theories on it. You've got theories on it. We've all got theories on it. We're all probably wrong, or maybe we're all right a little bit. Who knows? But he needs to use Cloud for something, right? Now, it could be true to the game, OG, and he just needs him to get the black materia. That's it. You know, lend me your strength, and together we'll defy destiny. Maybe it's just as simple as getting the black materia. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's way more to it that we don't know yet. And that's the thing. That's what makes me think it's not just the black materia, because they're going to drop something on us that none of us see coming, right? They're going to drop something on us that none of us see coming, and he needs Cloud's full 100% dedication and participation. And Tifa can't be around if he's going to get that. He knows that now, so he's going to go after Tifa now. He won't succeed in killing her. I think whatever happens to Tifa will be a shock to the audience, maybe even a game cliffhanger if they do smaller games or whatever. Could be a cliffhanger. But I think Barret will lead the team for a little bit. I think we'll go a whole game with no Cloud. Barret or Zack could lead the team, one of the two. Now, Tifa will recover, and when she recovers, she will become the leader of the team. She will be the person that leads the team. That could be a whole game. If they're doing smaller games, it could be a small chunk of a bigger game. I'm not speculating on that right now. But Tifa will recover, and she will lead the team at some point. There'll be some recovery, be a character arc for her, you know, the comeback, you know, and they're going to be on the trail of where's Cloud? Can we find Cloud? Zack fills the role moves-wise, and the role in your party. Zack will fill that role for Cloud at that point. But Tifa will recover. Tifa will still get her section to lead the party. And she will still save Cloud's life. They will still find Cloud, Medeal, or whatever. Like the whole thing with hunting down the weapons and stuff, that could be a huge game in itself. They might add more weapons. I almost guarantee they're going to add more weapons. You know what? I'm going to do a video on that. I almost guarantee they're going to add more weapons in Remake. I almost guarantee it. I mean, I'd be happy to put money on that. But I don't have any money, so I can't put any money on it. But I think that's where they're going with Tifa. I think that's going to be her character. She's still going to save Cloud's life, but they're going to throw a curveball at us. She's going to, I think she will get the altar assassination attempt from Sephiroth. I do believe that she'll survive. Aerith will get something happen to her. I think she will die later in some way, right? It could be the end of the game. I mean, it could be she could sacrifice herself to the planet or something. I mean, this video is not about that, though. This video is about Tifa and where I think she's going. So, yeah, I feel pretty strongly about Tifa's direction on that, because they want to go after someone to create that raw emotional response, and you're not going to get that again with Aerith. You're not going to get that because we already know it's going to happen. It won't be the same. I get what they're saying with that. I get why they're changing things up. They want to create a new, fresh, raw moment, and I think they could do that with Tifa. Personally, for me, it would be Barret, because I feel like he was the best character in Remake. But just as far as like relating to that character and John Bentley's performance and the mocap actor and the facial expressions and the total package of that character, I thought he was great. But Tifa Lockhart, she's still going to save Cloud's life. That is her going to still be her key importance, her key role in the game. But she will be mortally wounded, right? She will recover, and she will still lead the team. But she's going to have a much more complex story arc this time around. Like I said, Sephiroth already showed Cloud who he's going after. Boom, boom. He's going after Barret. He's going after Tifa. He already tried to take out Barret. Didn't work out. He may still try to take Barret out again. But the father, the mother figure of Avalanche in Cloud's life, those are his two anchors right now. He's protecting Aerith. But I don't look at Aerith as like an anchor for him. I look at Aerith as like his purpose right now. Aerith is his purpose, but Barret and Tifa are his anchors. Absolutely, they're his anchors. And Sephiroth wants to sever those. So, anyway, whatever y'all think about that, let me know in the comments below. Like that. If you liked the video, smash the like button. Smash it a couple times. Not twice, because that'll unlike it. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And y'all have a great day. Keep rocking. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel. I got more stuff coming all the time. And you all be good to each other. Stay safe out there. I'll see you all next time.